Look, One UI 5 and Wear OS 4 is supposed to come to the Galaxy Watch 4 and 5 later this month, if not next week. Today, my overview is based on the Galaxy Watch 6, so you know what to expect, but also, you will get to know features and settings you most likely don't know about yet.
Not sure how useful that is. I like the idea.
In return, I would highly appreciate if you could like this video. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Last but not least, check out our awesome merchandise just created for you. Thank you. Let's start with using the built-in temperature sensor. Samsung has enabled this already for cycle tracking and measuring your skin temperature whilst sleeping, so that is not new. But what is new, you can now measure your surroundings like any surface or your room temperature, which I did yesterday for my overheating experiment. All you need to do is take off your watch, hold it near the object you would like to get insights on. You can measure it once or multiple times to get a more accurate measurement. Okay, when it comes to measuring water temperature, this one is really a bit weird. You would have to put your watch on your wrist and sink it into water to get an accurate reading. Well, there are several issues I personally have with that. Number one is we all know water damage is not covered by Samsung warranty. But we also know by now that when you do this in a swimming pool, all swimming pools have different pH levels, and that can damage your watch when you sink it in, of course. The other thing really is I would not want to put my hand into water that is too hot, so there's that. You have a whole bunch of apps that come pre-installed when you do this setup, like Samsung Wallet and many more. What is interesting though, when you now go to your wearable app, Samsung did some tidying up here. Every time you download a new app or you look for an app that is pre-installed, you now have a dedicated tile section for each app, as you can see here, which makes it really easier to find and add the tile to your Galaxy Watch, the tiles you are looking for. It's basically now in sections. I know, I'm fully aware of the fact that many of you guys have issues with receiving notifications. Well, Samsung now offers a dedicated section in the wearable app. That section will tell you exactly which notifications you have received and more importantly, which notifications your watch did not receive. And it does give you the option to fix it or at least to have a look into what's going on for certain apps. And of course, when it comes to watch faces, we have new ones available, which you can customize really the heck out of it. You can spend a long time on that. If you choose to have a watch face that doesn't have much room for shortcuts, you can now add exercises when double pressing your home button. Speaking of exercises, in order to enable your desired heart rate zone, which is a new feature in One UI 5 watch, and I'm not talking about displaying your heart rate zone whilst running. No, I'm talking about your chosen dedicated heart rate zone you would like to stay in. You will need to go to exercise settings on your watch itself and enable it right here. Once you have chosen your desired zone for your exercise, it will tell you once you are basically out of that zone, so you can manage to either slow down or speed up. However, there's one side note I want to give you guys. When I went running last night, I did find the screen still very reflective and it was hard to read in some situations.
This is what the heart rate zones look like. When you run, it's hard to see and it's really hard to read, so not sure how useful that is. I like the idea, but this is what it looks like. And I'm finished. I'm done. JP out.
Other changes include a brand new view of connected devices and your battery life. By simply tapping the top in your quick settings, as you can see here, it will also show you if your remote connection is working and enabled. Notifications on your watch now have a square background. Not sure why, but it is here now. In your watch settings, you now have a dedicated mode section right under connection. Samsung is really focusing on sleep this year. You can still enable this under quick settings, but when you go into the dedicated mode section, you have basically a more customizable option than before. As for everything else, like universal gestures, sleep coaching, sensor accuracy, I really want to take my time and test all new features before I publish part number 2. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you for watching. Peace out.